Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Ash from Mass Effect Odyssey, and today I bring you a twofer in terms of theories, both involving the same group of people, but two different theories entirely. So the first theory, in regards to the people that appear in the trailer, this is the team of the human male, the human female, and the krogan, which we think is the krogan, that appear in the Mass Effect Andromeda trailer. Now the first theory is fairly simple, it's quite straightforward, and it's kind of plausible. And this theory is that these characters, while they're not the main playable characters in the game as stated by BioWare when the trailer was released on the BioWare blog, this theory is that this team is actually your strike team. Now for anyone who's wondering why I'm mentioning strike team in particular, it's because if you go back to the Reddit leak earlier on this year, it does mention about strike missions and having a team with you to perform these strike missions. Now this is basically going off of that. Now the obvious problem here is that the leak from Reddit hasn't been proven as 100% accurate, but this is going in a world where that has been proven to be accurate, and already some points of that leak have been proven accurate. Mainly the one point is the fact that the game is set in the Andromeda galaxy. So let's assume that that leak is true, the strike mission part of that leak is true, and that leads into this theory. Basically, this team in the trailer are your strike team, or part of your strike team. Again, obviously they're not the main playable characters as stated by BioWare. These are additional players that may appear in your gameplay or at some point in your gameplay, but it seems strange that these people are given pride of place, although for a very brief second together they are given pride of place within the first main trailer of a major game in a long-running franchise. So there is clearly some importance to these characters, but as yet we don't really know as to how important they are or what exactly they're meant to be doing in the game, or even in the trailer for that matter. But that's the simple theory for this one, that they are in fact the strike team that is mentioned in the Reddit leak from a few months ago. Moving on to the second theory. Now I do warn, this one is a little bit more out there compared to the fairly simple strike team theory that I mentioned just a moment ago. This one is basically very much more story focused, but it's kind of a bit longer in the tooth as well, so there may not be a hell of a lot of truth to this, but it may still be plausible in terms of the storyline moving forward from the original trilogy. So this theory is basically that it goes along the lines of the Archon Pathfinder theory, more specifically the Pathfinder part of it, where at the end, or towards the end of Mass Effect 3 and the Reaper War, a team is sent out to try and find a new home or a safe haven for humanity from the war and what's going on and the devastation that's going on across all of the Sol system. And they send a team out and they're looking for a new home, new habitable planets to go where whatever happens at the end of the Reaper War, whether all the alien races and the human race win or lose, there's a contingency in place just in case. Now obviously as it goes, Mass Effect 3, whichever ending you choose, bar the refusal ending, the Reapers are defeated in one way or another, whether they are controlled by Shepard, whether they're destroyed by Shepard, whether they make a new kind of synthesis between the two, whichever one you choose. But then that leaves this team just out there in the Andromeda galaxy, just doing their thing, trying to find a new home, a new place to colonize and a new place to call home. And maybe this team don't know how the Reaper War has ended, or maybe they do know, but they've since been told by the Alliance or the N7 program that they aren't so much no longer needed, but they can do what they want. They're being left to their own devices, not so much abandoned, but the Pathfinder project is kind of no longer an immediate priority because the Reaper War has ended, and it's ended in our favour essentially. So the Reapers are gone, or they're helping us now due to control, or they're part of us now due to synthesis, whatever ending you chose. So So you got this team now, they're out there doing whatever they can, and based on the trailer, they're looking at planets and they're looking for a way to kind of survive and trying to basically do anything by any means necessary to survive. But why at the beginning of this trailer, or near the beginning of this trailer, when immediately turning up to a planet, does the guy in the N7, in the N7 armor, immediately pull out his gun? Before he's even made planetfall, he's immediately pulled out his gun. Is he already expecting hostile activity, or is that the way that these people have to kind of go around and have to act now because they've been left to their own devices, because they've been left to fend for themselves? They're not so much the bad guys, but they have to basically do anything necessary to survive in an unknown part of space. So there you go, that's the second theory. Yes, it's a little bit more out there, but in terms of a story focus, it's still plausible. So there you go. So a twofer there, a short video, but a twofer in terms of theories there. Let us know what you think in the comments below. We'd love to know about what you think about these two theories in particular, or any other theories that you heard of going on in the Mass Effect universe leading up to, and more news coming up with Mass Effect Andromeda towards the end of the year. And yeah, just let us know in the comments below. Any theories that you want featured in a video as well, just let us know in the comments and we'll try and put something together for you. Obviously you'll get mentions and credit and things like that as well. And again, stay tuned, we've got plenty more theories coming up, very interesting ones. One in particular called the Black Ark theory, which we've come across recently, which we're very interested in, and we'll have a video on that for you very, very soon. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for listening. As always, you can subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all things Mass Effect, and you can help the channel to grow by sharing the video too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video.